I'm Sunil Konjaril. I'm a Mumbai-based transportation designer. I work as a consultant for multiple companies. So majority of these companies, they are vehicle manufacturers, and some of them are startups as well. I work on the aesthetical aspects of the vehicle, be it the exteriors, how the vehicle is going to look like, and sometimes the interiors as well. I worked on two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers. I've even worked on train engines as well. When this project came to me, it was quite surprising, because not just that the movie was good, it had a sci-fi element to it, and I am a big time sci-fi nerd. Some of my favorite movies are sci-fi movies. My wife is a cinematographer in the film industry. She has worked on multiple films and commercials, and a colleague of hers, Suhan Prasad, he's the producer for this film. He told me that there is a film that he is working on, Roopanthara, and he wanted me to work as a consultant to the art team. It piqued my curiosity. I was like, how can I help? Like, I wanted to help like in this project. And a few days later, Mithilesh, the director, he got in touch with me. He explained to me the entire story, and the story was really fascinating. There is a part of the film that actually happens in the dystopian era. Like, world is destroyed, like crime is at an all-time high, and people are just fighting for scraps. So while actually designing my props and all that, I wanted to approach it in a very systematical manner. So I thought, why not start from today's era and reach 2060 till the time where this is actually happening. So I thought, in every decade, what will happen? So this is a hypothetical scenario which I had created in my mind. So I had thought, like, maybe in 2060, like whatever is happening is a result of this domino effect that is happening in today's world. So in 2020, we have been seeing like heat waves and the global temperatures rising, the world economy which is so unstable. What will happen in the next 10 years? So a hypothetical scenario, that global warming, would it be at its worst? Ice caps are melting at an alarming rate. The coastal regions are actually drowning, and fresh water would be like the most essential commodity that time. Like, we have freshwater scarcity even today. I thought, let's make it even worse. Like, let's go 10 more years into the future, 2040, the world economy would collapse. Like, I thought, like, hypothetically, the UN would try to step in and try to stabilize the situation. The gap would between the rich and poor would be at an all-time high, and essential commodities like air, water, fossil fuels, they would be luxury items. Like, after 2040, I thought the worst thing that can happen, World War III, manufacturing and construction globally would stop, and all countries would pour in their entire resources in military tech. I thought, like, superconductivity and fusion engines, that would be at the forefront, because they would want to come up with these extreme techs that can just destroy each other. Now we come to 2060. This is when Roopanthara actually takes place. The world is ashes right now. There is no much hope for humanity. People are fighting for scraps. Criminal enterprises have just come up. There is military regime everywhere, and the story that takes place is an interaction between one of these criminal enterprises and a storyteller. Roopanthara is actually a glimpse into the amalgamation of whatever has happened so far. I'll be a bit brief about what I went through, like the process I went through while making these props, and certain things needed a lot of thought into it. And Mithilesh was there the entire time. I was consulting him while making these props, and like, I was even giving an explanation like why certain things look a certain way. So there was an air mask that needs to be a wearable device and not something which is very big and clunky, and these air masks would be military tech again. These criminals would have actually stolen these air masks and guns from some of the military personnel, and they are using this to scare the people to get their own agenda. When coming to the designs of the weapon, I had an idea, like because this weapon is going to be military tech, why not have a weapon that plays multiple purposes? I thought there would be these assault guns which would have different hierarchies. Like Somu would have a smaller gun with him, and the leader would have a bigger looking, a more menacing gun with him. The idea came to me that I can use multiple attachments to create different sorts of guns. So the core of the gun can be the same, but the same gun that can be used for assault can be used as a bazooka. The way I came to it was the gun would be, the base of the gun would be the same. And like a Lego, you can actually have these accessories which you can connect to the gun and make a bigger gun. So the core of the gun was first designed, and I thought, what can I actually attach to this gun to make it look more menacing? Mithilesh had told me that the story requires a bazooka that the villain will use to intimidate the storyteller, and this bazooka should look like it can destroy a village far away with just one click of it. Coming to mobile devices, this was also a bit challenging because there was a hierarchy that needed to be set here. The Somu, the character, he is not the main character, he is one of the goons that is going to threaten the storyteller. He needs to have a mobile that is on a lower level hierarchy than what the main villain is going to have. I wanted to talk about the SUV. The SUV was one of those things which was near my playground, and I wanted to spend some time into developing the design of the SUV. I also wanted that the art director Arshad, he should be able to make it also easily, because you see, it's not CGI, this is actual prop they are going to make, and the people need to be able to sit in the SUV. So I needed to look at the dimensions, how it's gonna work out for that. And for the looks aspect of it, I again thought, like, yeah, this is going to be military tech, so it's going to look menacing. It's going to have 6 wheels. I thought of an amphibian, like a giant crab, like just walking on the ground, and people just looking at it should be afraid, like, okay, there's something powerful coming in this vehicle. Mithilesh actually sent me a draft, and I saw the movie. The movie itself is amazing. But when I saw my designs in a frame, in a narrative, it was a new experience. I realized like how much effort the art team, like Arshad and his team, has put in, and knowing the amount of sweat and tears that would have gone into making this a reality, not just by the art team but by the director, by the producers and everything, actually made me feel so special because I got to work on this project. The part that I worked on is a very small part in the film, the dystopian era part of it. The entire film is a different experience altogether, and it's a very good experience, I would say, because when Mithilesh sent me the draft and I saw the film, it's not just any sci-fi film, it's a story about different stories, different human emotions coming together, and it comes together in a very beautiful manner. And it's not just Mithilesh's direction. When I saw the draft, I see the entire team, be it art direction, be it cinematography, be it costumes, everything came together so well, and I really hope that people would enjoy, actually have a great experience watching this film.